Danny's like the last fight of his career. That's very sad for me. That he's ready to hang up the gloves. I can't accept that. So it's gonna be hard for me. I don't need to be a sissy up here, punk. You know what I mean? The strongest man's cry. You know what I'm saying? When good things end, and it's been a struggle, it's been a journey. It's been for you guys, you young guys, motivate y'all. You know what I mean? It's a struggle. Don't let nobody tell you can't.
After 18 years, Angel Garcia and his son, Danny Garcia, are finally hanging up the gloves, my people. And I'm telling you right now, somebody who's been watching boxing since 8 years old. Danny Garcia started his boxing career in 2007. And from 2009 to 2016, what a run he had, my friends. Him and his dad were in this together since the beginning. Coming from the tough streets of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, my friends. Danny Swift Garcia was 33-0 before he suffered his first loss. He was a two-time division world champion, former unified world champion in the light welterweight division, a Ring Magazine champion, WBA, WBC world champion. Moved up to the welterweight division, fought guys like Hall of Famers Robert Guerrero, and beat him for the vacant bout, my friends. When you look at his record, 37-4, having only lost to some of the greatest fighters to fight in our era. Keith one-time Thurman, his first loss in 2017. A good fight. And then Sean Porter, right? Another exciting fight. This man has fought guys like Amir Khan, put him to sleep in 4 rounds.
Push! Down goes Khan! There it is. Off a sensational counter left hook by Garcia. Third knockdown. Third knockdown of the season. Kenny Davis is going to stop the fight. Amir Khan
beat the hell out of Brandon Rios. Beat the hell out of him.
Some attrition with him because he's taking, oh my. What a right hand by Danny Garcia. Rios down for the 5th time and referee Kenny Bayless stops the.
He lost to Earl Spence Jr. in 2020. And honestly, that was the one that did it. That was the one that did it. Because one of the main reasons why I love Danny Swift Garcia was his return 2 years later when he fought against Jose Benavidez, the older brother of David Benavidez, and fought his heart out and won. And at the end of the fight, he gets the mic and he starts to break down, dude. And I absolutely loved it because people don't see the behind the scenes of boxers. Danny Garcia was dealing with depression, anxiety, trying to be a good father, trying to be there for his son, but also support the family. Everybody deals with it differently. And you know, on this channel, man, we absolutely love guys that deal with depression, anxiety, and just suffering with hard times because we love to see them absolutely grow and just become great. And that's what Danny Swift Garcia is. He's a great fighter. His resume says it all. Look at the fighters. Look at all the fighters that he's fought. And I know, man, his last fight against Erislandy Lara was stopped in round 9. And, you know, a lot of people want to say that he quit that fight. Angel Garcia stopped the fight. And we ain't speaking about that. What I want to speak about was he had only fought 2 times since 2020. And you guys know how tough Jose Benavidez is, right? And then going up weight to fight Erislandy Lara at 160 pounds.
It was just a lot of things that happened in between that fight where it's just like I wasn't mentally into it. Like I was training, I was in shape, but my heart and my soul wasn't into it. And I think as a fighter, this is 85% mental. You could be in the best shape of your life, but if you don't believe or you don't feel good, then you're not going to get the results you want.
When we seen Erislandy Lara, I always say he beat Canelo Alvarez. Now, a lot of people will argue that. And you can. But that's what type of level Erislan De Lara was on. It's not the worst loss in the world, especially for somebody who's been boxing for 18 years and already became a 2-division world champion. I'm glad that this is the end for Danny Swift Garcia. But I'm also sad because, you know, when I was a young kid, Danny Swift Garcia was one of the best welterweights in the world at the time, one of the best light welterweights. This guy, his name was up there. This guy was up there with Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Earl Spence Jr., man. Danny Swift Garcia was swift. Swift is how. His hooks, his left hook, absolutely ridiculous. And he had the press conference today with the other DG. Who's going to be the real DG?
You know he ain't stopping me. He can't bust a grape in a fruit fight.
Listen, my man, if he don't believe what the fuck we doing on the stage.
I'm going to stop him like Laura did in the 9th.
I stopped that. Lara didn't stop shit. I stopped the goddamn fight.
All right, even worse, quit.
You don't know what went on behind the scenes, brother. This shit is cruel. This shit is vicious. Boxing is vicious.
Is it going to be Danny Garcia or Daniel Gonzalez, my friends? Another New York fighter, which I absolutely love, man. You're putting a Philadelphia guy versus New York. This is going to be an exciting fight. This New Yorkian guy got the Puerto Rican trunks on every single time. Hey, he hasn't fought the best of the best opponents when you look at Daniel Gonzalez's resume. And that's why I say I believe Danny Swift Garcia is going to come into this fight and knock this guy out in less than 10 rounds, just like he said, my friends.
Like, for the first time in a long time, I really feel like I have a chip on my shoulder. Just because I know how great I am, and I feel like I gotta come show the world one last time how great I am.
No excuses, make weight. You never hurt no one at 54.
I only had one fight. You're gonna be the first one. The first out of my second fight.
We'll see what happens.
This your first fight at 154,
I'm
right?
the real DG.
Oh, come October 18th, you already know what time it is, the Danny Garcia show, and I'm coming to do damage to the Fairworld, to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. I feel good, and I'm gonna put Dookie out.
I'm torn that this is the last couple of times that we are ever gonna see Angel Garcia and Danny Garcia one last time, bro. I love Danny Swift Garcia, man. For reals, bro. He's one of those guys that wasn't afraid to show emotions, because I know every single boxer out there, I don't care who you are, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Terrence Bud Crawford, they may be at the top of the world, but behind the scenes, life is hard, and the normal people don't see that. And to finally see Danny Swift Garcia get his flowers and possibly see him go out with a win, my people, shout out to Danny Swift Garcia, and shout out to Angel Garcia for giving us one of the most exciting careers and a lot of memories, bro. A lot of memories in my lifetime, especially Angel Garcia, man. Shout out to him for being a father, getting his son through everything that he's done, getting him to this level, right? If people want to say he's on drugs, whatever. I know he's losing his memory. We've seen that at the press conference today. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that they were a part of boxing, and it's just going to be an exciting fight to watch, my friends. I'm out.